ओम ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्ता राधाकान्ता नमोऽस्तुते। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायिने कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नामिने गौरत्विषे नमः। पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्चार्थे सुभिज्ञस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्म हृदय आदि कवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः। तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 4th Canto, chapter 15, verse number 1. So we read the story of King Vena, son of Anga, and how he was declaring himself as God and wanted that everybody just worships him. And the sages tried to explain to him that he is not God, but he did not listen. So then they killed him. But after killing him, another problem came, that there was total anarchy and people were not following any principles. So that became a cause of concern for the sages. And therefore they decided to do something about it. So when Vena was killed, then his mother kept the body, which is very strange, because usually in India when someone dies, then you burn the body. But she thought that if these sages have the power to kill, then maybe they also have the power to revive, and one day they will think of doing that. So with this intention she preserved the dead body. So she had some premonition about it. And now the sages, when they came to the kingdom, they were thinking what to do, whom to make the king. Because they also did not want that this dynasty comes to an end. But there was no one in the dynasty. So when they were speaking like this, then they came to know that the body was not burnt. So then they asked Sunita that please give us that body and we will do something with it. So they chant first the thighs and Bahuka, black man came out, and that is described as the black part of Anga's character. And now in this chapter it will be described how they chant the arms, and a couple came out from that. And it was King Prithu and his wife Archie. So this will be described in this chapter. 15th chapter, Maitreya Uvacha. अथ तस्य पुनर्विप्रैरपुत्रस्य महीपतेः बाहुभ्यां मध्यमानाभ्यां मिथुनं समपद्यत. So thereafter, that king who had no son, his arms were churned, and from the arms came out a couple, male and female. So Sri Vishnu says that Tadavena bahu mathan janmanah sarchisascha prithoho abhisheko paina dyahriti panchadase bhavat. That in this 15th chapter there is a description how Prithu and Archie appeared from the arms being churned by the sages. In description how he was installed as king, and the various people came and gave presents to the king. Athatra pitranso Vishnu yagya prabhavasya kidrisha udbhavet iti apekshayam minibhyum mathnam aham. So here it is described that what is the influence of Vishnu yagya. With this intention it is said that the sages they performed the churning. Tadrishtva mithunam jatam rishyo brahmavadinah uchuhu param santushta viritva bhagavat kalam. After seeing that couple being born from the body of Vena, the sages who know the Vedas, they were very satisfied, because they saw that this Prithu was an expansion of the Lord. So being very happy, they spoke as follows. So now their purpose was fulfilled. They wanted a good king, and Lord himself appeared. Rishya Uchuhu, the sages said, Esha Vishnor Bhagavataha Kala Bhuvana Palini Yam Cha Lakshmyaha Sambhuti Purusasya Napayani. They said that this man here, he is a Kala or potency of Lord Vishnu, Bhagavan Vishnu, and his power is for protecting the earth. And this lady, she is the power of Lakshmi, Lakshmi Sambhuti, and she is forever with the Lord. So just as wherever Lord Vishnu goes, then Lakshmi goes, and if Lord Vishnu expands in a particular form, then Lakshmi also expands. So therefore they are non-separable. Anupayani means that they are always together. It's never that Lakshmi is alone or Vishnu is alone. They are always together, like sun and sunlight. Ayam tu prathamo ragyam puman prathayita yashaha prathurnama maharajo bhavishyati prithushavaha. They said that this man, he will be the first king of human beings, and Prathamodagyam, who is the first among the kings, and he will spread the fame. He will be very famous. Therefore his name is Prithu. Prithu means large or big, it means who has a big fame. And therefore he will be known as Prithu-shrava, or whose fame is great. Yam cha sudati devi gunabhushana bhushana archirnama vararoha prithuneva vrandhati. And this Devi, this lady, who has very beautiful teeth and who is the ornament for the qualities, Guna Bhushana Bhushana, her name is Archi. She has beautiful body and she will accept Prithu as the husband. Esa Sakshad Hariranso Jato Lokaririkshaya Yam cha Tatpara Hi Sri Ranajagya Nupayani. He has appeared directly as a portion of Lord Hari with the intention to protect the world, and she is always with him, and manifestation of Sri Lakshmi. So Samyak Bhuti Sampatti Tadrupa Lakshmi. So she is the wealth of Lakshmi. Bahubhyamiti kshatram tejo bhagavad prabhavasya kshatriyasya bhava tishtati iti abhiprayena. So they chant the arms because the power of kshatriya is in the arms. And it is also described that kshatriyas appeared from the arms of the Lord. So Brahmanas Samukham Asid Bahubhyam Rajam Nikata. In Purush Sukta it is described like that. The Brahmanas manifested from the mouth of the Lord and Kshatriyas from the arms. So because they wanted a king, a Kshatriya to rule, so therefore they chanted the arms and he appeared. So Bhagavad Prabhavasya Kshatriyasya Bahureva Tishtati. It says that the power of Bhagavan exists in the arms of a Kshatriya. So with this intention they chant Atriya Puman Prathma Sa Prathaita Iti Nivattya Prithvi. So that he will be the first of the kings. Gunanam Bhushanam Cha Bhushan Rupa. And Archi is the ornament of all qualities and also of all the ornaments. So even the ornaments, they look beautiful on her body. And Avrandhati Bhaktya Vasikarvati Bhavishyati. In future, Archi, she will control Prithu by her devotion to him. So this is described here. Maitreya Uvacha, Maitreya said, Prasansanti smatam vipra gandharva pravara jaguhu Muchu sumanodhara siddhanityanti swastriyaha. So at that time the Vipras, the Brahmanas, they started praising him. And the best of the Gandharvas, they came and they sang. Which raga? So Gandharvas are very good at singing, so they came and they started singing. And Mumuchuhu Sumunodhara Siddha Nityanti Swastriya. And the Siddhas, another type of heavenly beings, they were pouring flowers from top, raining flowers. And Nityanti Swastriya. And the heavenly women, they were dancing. So how they were dancing in the air? Can you dance in the air?
Maybe they have wings.
How do you dance? You need to put your foot somewhere on the ground to dance. Right?
Oh, no, a flying carpet.
On an airplane.
Sometimes people make painting like this. Okay, you make one dancing pose, but it's not just a dancing pose, they have to actually dance. You have to move your feet like this and that. You need ground, right? They have these ankle bells, and they make sound only when they hit some solid ground. So I don't know if they really dance or it's just imagination. Maybe it looked like actually they're dancing.
Dancing faster.
And then flowers, from where they're getting flowers?
From there.
Either the flower has to be within the gravitational field of Earth, and therefore if they are beyond that, they will not fall on Earth. Right? Every planet has its own gravitational field. What do you say, Babaji? From where they got the flower? Singing all right, no problem. You can sing even standing in the air.
From the wind. Maybe from the wind. From a big tsunami.
So these are not gross things. Sankturya mridangadya nedurdunduyo divihi. So there was singing of musical instruments, conch, turya, mridanga, dunduhi. These are the old Indian classical instruments. Tatra sarve upjagmur devarshi pitrinam ganaha. And then everybody came there. The devatas came, the rishis, the sages, the forefathers. Everybody flocked to that place. Brahma Jagat Guru Devaihi Sahasritya Sureshwaraihi Vanyasya Dakshine Haste Drishtva Chinnam Gadabhrataha. Lord Brahma, who is the teacher of the whole universe, Jagat Guru, he also came with all the devas and also with Indra. And he saw the mark on the right hand of Prithvi, the son of Vena, Gadabhrata. And Padayor Arvindam cha. So he saw the sign of club and conch on his hand. And on the feet, Padayor Arvindam cha Tamvai Mene Hare Kala Yasya Pratihatam Chakram Mansam Saparmishtina. On the feet he saw the signs of lotus and also chakra, which was not cut by any lines clearly. And then he understood that he is a manifestation of Lord Hari. So Vena was declaring himself as a god, but he did not have any signs on his body. Sometimes people declare themselves as God. Like there is one Kalki avatar in South India. You know that? No? You can go on the website, on the internet, and you can Google Kalki. So you can go and ask him to show his hand and feet if he has any sign like that. Right? It's a simple thing. So anybody who is an expansion of God or an avatara will always have these symbols. Because these symbols actually they signify some power. Krishna has many symbols on his hand and feet. He is the complete manifestation. Every symbol is a significance of energy. So God has various types of energies. And then because Prithu is not a full manifestation of God, so he has some of the symbols. For which he was born as a Kshatriya to rule. So he has club, he has chakra, he has lotus, because this shows that he has the power to rule. So anyone who claims to be God, then they must have these signs. Otherwise they are not. So I'm always getting email from somebody trying to convince me how Sai Baba is God. And I must go and see him. I'm surprised that I live in India and have not gone and darshan of living God. So there are many God and many people are convinced about it. And if you are in India, take advantage of having darshan of God. People come to India and go to Taj Mahal. The Jews go and see God. So this is the first thing which Brahma did. And Brahma is described here as Jagat Guru. So we should learn from him. That Brahma Jagat Guru Devi Saha Satya Sureshwari, he came and first he tested. Because everybody is saying he's God, so he said, okay, let me check. So he did not go by the crowd opinion, public opinion. Usually people go by the public opinion, right? Nobody tests. So nothing succeeds like success. Someone becomes famous, popular, and it doesn't matter. Anna Hazare was fasting in Jantar Mantar. So many people went. Now if you ask why are you going, it's because so many people are going, I'm also going. And he is against corruption. People have no idea what he is doing, what is his agenda, nothing. So something which comes in media becomes popular and everybody. You go and stand on the road and take one, this bean, this musical instrument made from the god. This is called bean. So you go and play the bean. So immediately 15-20 people will come. When 50-20 are there, then more will come. That why are they standing there? There must be something. And then you go on doing like that. So once I read this incident that the cow was walking on the road and passed stool, cow dung. So one man brought little sand and few flowers and put on top of it and put 2 flowers and started worshipping. So another man became curious and says, what are you doing? This must be something special. So he says, what are you doing? He says, I'm just worshipping. And he said, why? He said, because I want to become rich and today is Saturday. And this is a very auspicious thing. So he also ran and got incense and put 2 rupees there, 2 rupee coin, and started giving incense. And one by one then there was a crowd and everybody is worshipping without knowing what is there. So things happen like this in India. But Brahma, he was not from India. Fortunately. So he did not follow that tradition. He's Jagat Guru. So he came with the Devatas and he first saw the mark on the body. He says, when you say Dakshine Haste, Drishtva Chinnam Dadantata. So he saw the sign of Lord Vishnu, the marks which Lord Vishnu has on his hand. Because Lord Vishnu has special marks on his hand and feet. So he was able to recognize. And he also saw the lotus mark. And then he understood. So nothing else was able to convince him. So then what happened? Then they started doing abhishek for him, which is a Vedic custom to receive a great person and install him a king. So tasya abhishek arabdho brahmanai brahmavadibhihi abhishechanakani asmai ayurahu sarvato janaha. So when his abhishek began, then all the brahmanas and the scholars, they gathered and started chanting the mantra. And various articles which are needed to do the abhishek, this burning ceremony, they were brought by people from different directions, because you need water from different rivers. And best abhishek is that you get water from the 7 oceans, Sapt Samudra. So this water has power. It's like when you take shower, you feel fresh. So there are certain holy places. This water not just ordinary water, but it has some special power in it. Now they have actually even seen scientifically that water from holy places, like you take water, of course not the polluted one, but from the original source or Yamuna, then the structure is very special. The crystals which form from this water are very, very special. They have very nice design. This signifies that this has some holiness in it. So by taking bath with that water and chanting of the mantras gives power to the person. So that's why in India custom is that you go to holy place and you take bath. There is always some source of water there. There is some lake, pond, river, well, something will always be there. So it has power in it. So Abhishechani Kani Asmai Adarahu. And then after this Abhishek was done, then gifts are given. So various people were coming there and giving gifts. So Sarit Samudra Giriyo Naga Gahava Khaga Mriga Dyokshiti Sarvbhutani Samajahu Payanam. So the rivers, oceans, mountains and snakes, cows, deers, sky, earth and all other beings, they were bringing various types of gifts for Pritha. So you see the difference between Vena and Prithu. In case of Vena, there was total chaos and everybody was running away from him. And in case of Prithu, everybody is coming to him and giving him a gift. So this is the difference between dharma and adharma. When dharma is there, then all the needs are satisfied, and all the good qualities. When adharma is there, then there is chaos, disturbance, anxiety, stress. So that's why dharma is called dharma, means that which maintains. There is one very interesting story, and I think it is from Mahabharata. That there was a king, and once in his kingdom there was crisis, economic crisis. So how to solve the problem? Because the business people were not coming to his country because there was no growth, economic growth. So he said that every fortnight there will be a market, what you call flea market, and then whatever is not sold when the market is closed at night, then the king will buy that. So this encouraged people to come to his kingdom and sell things. And when things are sold, then money moves and then there is economic growth. Because money has this characteristic that it is not the amount of money the country has, but amount of circulation of the money it makes. That's why it is said that Lakshmi is Chanchala. It means, that's why it is called currency. This currency means it is like a current moving. If you stock it in one place, put it in fixed deposits, then you are not making good use of it. So you have to spend. So if we have, if all of us have 10 rupees each and we keep it in our pocket, we only have 10 rupees. But suppose you use 10 rupees and then I buy something with it, and then somebody else buys, then this 10 rupee looks like there's 100 rupees. Because everybody seems to have 10 rupees. So he made this announcement, and then many people started coming to the kingdom and selling things. And then whatever was not sold, then king will buy that. So one man, one day he brought one murti, and he was selling it for 10,000 rupees. But the murti, when people asked it, what is this murti? He said, this murti is daridra, means poverty. He said, this is the murti of poverty personified, and anyone who has this will become poor. So how much it cost? 10,000 rupees. So naturally you become poor just by having it. 10,000 rupees in the olden days is quite a lot of money. You're already a daridra. So nobody bought it. So when it was time for closing, then the king's men came, and they were going from shop to shop, and whatever little was remaining, they were buying. So finally they came to this man and he said, well, what do you have? So he said, I have this murti. He said, what is this murti? He said, this is the murti of Daridra Bhagavan. So he said, what is that? We never heard. We heard of different Bhagavan, but not this Daridra Bhagavan. Poor God. So he says, well, this is a very special characteristic that anyone who has becomes poor. So he says, we don't want this. But I thought there was a law here that nothing is remaining and it has to be bought. So yeah, he said that is all right, but let's have an exception to the rule. So then the man said, but I am coming from very far and I heard that this king is very great. Now I am very disappointed. So they didn't want that this man goes with the wrong idea about the king. They asked the king that situation is like this, what shall we do? So the king said, well, you buy, because otherwise I am not keeping my word. And if I don't keep my word, then I become irreligious. So they bought it. So the murti came in the palace. At night, the king was sleeping. So when he was sleeping, suddenly he woke up and he saw that one very beautiful lady standing next to him, dressed very nicely, very effulgent, and he was very surprised that who is this lady. So he asked her that, who are you? And she said that I am the wealth, Lakshmi, I am the goddess of fortune. So he says, what can I do for you? He says, nothing, I am leaving you. So she said, he asked him, why do you leave me? He said, because you have Daridra here. I cannot stay with him. So he said, well, what can I do? I have to buy him. So he said, okay, you have him, then I go. He said, okay, you go. So she left. Then after that, another lady came and he asked, who are you? He said, I am Beauty. He said, where are you going? He said, I am going wherever Lakshmi is going. And then fame, and then name, and then austerities. Because in Sanskrit there is saying that all good qualities take shelter of wealth. Sarve guna kanchanam ashrayanti. And all bad qualities come when there is poverty. So one by one, everybody was leaving. So finally one man came and he asked him, "Who are you?" So he said, "I am Dharma." So he says, "Where are you going?" So Dharma said, "Well, wherever everybody is going, I am also going." So the king said that you cannot go. I allowed everyone to go, but I will not allow you to go. He says, "Why?" He says, "It is only for your sake that I have this daridra." He says, "I don't want to be known as untruthful and impious. Therefore I got this daridra. I am the protector of dharma, I am the follower of dharma. And if you go, then what is remaining? Nothing." So he got up from his bed and he clutched on to dharma. He says, "I will not let you go. Let everybody go, but dharma cannot go." So then dharma was very happy. And when dharma said, "Okay, I will not leave," then everybody came back. You know. Because wherever there is dharma, then there is all wealth, all beauty, all name, all fame, all good qualities are there. So because Prithu, he is dharma, he is personification of religion, morality, so everybody is bringing gift to him. Even the mountains, rivers, plants. So this signifies that when someone is dharmic, then everybody is happy with that person and everybody wants to be with that person, everybody wants to please that person. And when somebody is a dharmic, like Vena, it's just a contrast between Vena and actually Prithu is known as son of Vena, which is very interesting that he is son of such an impious person. And he came from his body. It's called Venya, the son of Vena. So nobody wanted to be with him. And he was declaring that he should be worshipped. And later on we will read very interesting incident here that everybody wanted to glorify him and he stopped them. He says, "Why are you glorifying me?" Prithu will tell not to glorify him because he says, "I have not done anything." He says, this is fake. I have just appeared and you people start praising me. For what? So this is the character of religious, pious person. Of course, he is the expansion of God himself. This is the divine nature. And that was the asuric nature. He was saying, "Who is other than me? Konyasti sadrisham maya, who is like me? And I am great." Like Krishna describes this demoniac nature in Bhagavad Gita. That adhyasmi abhijanvanasmi ko asti sadrisham maya yakshe dasya dakshe nonisya. So all these thoughts come to demoniac people. Swavisikto Maharaja Suvasa Sadvalankritaha Patniarchisalankritaya Vireje Agnirivaparaha. So now the king, he was given Abhishek, this ceremony, bathing ceremony, and he put on very nice dress, ornaments, and he was with his wife who was also dressed very nicely and appeared just like another fire. Then there is a big list of the gifts which was brought by different people to him. Tasmai Jahar Dhanado Hemam Vira Varasanam Varunay Salila Shravam Atapatram Sashipranam. So first of all, Kubera, he brought a very nice throne for him. It's a golden throne. So if someone is a king, then first thing he needs, that he must have a throne. So that Kubera brought, because Kubera is the treasurer. So to make a nice golden throne, a lot of money. So he donated one. And then next is, if you have sitting on a throne, then you need an umbrella, even the sign of a king. So Varunaha Salila Shravam Atapatram Shashiprabhu. Varuna, he brought one very nice umbrella, which was white in color, and water was dripping from it when it was hot. So it's like we have air coolers in the summer, the wind is blowing and the cool air comes. So his Atpatra was like that. Water dripping on outside and the cool air is coming. He is sitting. And Vayuscha Balavajne Dharma Kirti Mai Srajam Indra Kritam Utkristam Dandam Sanam Namaha. Then the king also had this two chamaras. So Vayu god, the wind god, he brought two of them. So this is how kings used to sit before. They sit on a throne, there is an umbrella on top, and there are two ladies or men on both sides, and they are having chamara. If it is summertime, they will have a fan. So he got this. And then he must have a garland. This is also custom in India, giving garland. So garland was brought to him by Dharma. And this garland was Kirtimai, bringing fame to him. And then king should also have a nice crown. So Utkrishtam Kiritam, very nice crown was brought by Indra. And then he must have a rod of chastisement, a little bit job. So that was brought by Yamaraj. Gave him a stick in his hand. So now he looks like a king. He had a throne, he had umbrella, he had chamara, he had garland, and he got a stick in his hand. Brahma Brahmamayam Varma Bharati Haramuttamam Hari Sudarshanam Chakram Tatpatnavya Hatam Sriyam. And Brahma, he got an armor, which was personification of the Veda, and Saraswati got a very nice necklace for him. And Lord Hari gave him Sudarshan Chakra, and his wife Lakshmi gave him wealth. And Dasa Chandra Masing Rudra Satachandra Tathambika Somo Amritmaya Mayana Swan Tvashta Rupa Shayam Ratham. And Lord Shiva, he gave him a nice sword which had 10 moons inscripted on it. And his wife Ambika gave him what is called, to protect from the sword? Shield, which had 100 moons made on it. And moon god gave him very beautiful horses, which will not get tired. And Twashta, he gave him a beautiful chariot. Agnir Ajagavam Chapam Suryo Rasmi Maya Nishun Bhupaduke Yogmayo Dev Pushpavalim. And fire god gave him a very beautiful bow, and sun god gave him the arrows in the form of rays. And the Mother Earth gave Paduka shoes, which were yogic shoes, that if you put them on, then wherever you want to go, you just say and you reach there. And Deva Pushpavali Manoham. And the sky gave him flowers. Natyam Sugitam Vaditram Antardhanam Chakecharaha. and the alien beings, they gave him the art of singing, dancing, and also becoming invisible. And Rishyascha Ashisha Satya Samudra Shankam Apnava. And what did the sages give? They didn't have anything. They live in the forests, so they just gave the blessings. So what can they give? And the ocean gave him a conch from himself. And Sindhavaha Parvata Nadyo Rathavitir Mahatmane Sutot Magdo Undi Tam Stotum Pastithira. And the oceans, mountains and the rivers, they gave him the path. It means if he wants to cross the oceans, then he will have no problem. If he wants to go through the mountains, there is a highway built already. He can drive the chariot. Wherever he wants to go, there will be a road immediately. And if he wants to cross the river, there will be a bridge. And go to the other side. Suto Magado Vandim Tam Stotum Upatasthire. Then Suta, Magada and Vandi. There used to be 3 types of people in India. They are called Suta, Magada and Vandi. Sutas are those who used to recite Puranas. Like we have Suta Goswami. They are expert in reciting the Puranas. And Magadas are those who used to recite the dynasty and the deeds of the forefathers who are coming in. These type of people still exist in India. They keep record of dynasty and they make poetry out of it. And they go from village to village reciting. And then there used to be Vandi. They used to do Vandana or praise. They will just make some poetry in praise of the person and sing. So all these 3 came and they were ready to glorify Prithu Maharaj. So what did Prithu do when he saw them? This is what he said. Stavakan sthana bhikritya Prithurvanya pratapavan meg nirhadaya vacha prahasan nidam abravit. When Prithu, the son of Bena, who was very powerful, he saw the intention of these people who wanted to praise him, then in a very deep voice, which resembled like the thundering of the clouds, he spoke while smiling. So he spoke as follows. There is hardly any commentary on the verses. So this is very interesting what he said. This is an instruction for everyone. Prithuru Vacha. Prithu said, Bhoho Suta He Magada Somya Mandil Loke Adhuna Spashta Gunasya Mesyat Kimashrayo Me Stavesha Yujyatam Mamaya Bhuvan Vitata Girova. He said, O Suta, O Magada, O my dear Vandi, he says that I have not manifested my qualities. I have done nothing. Adhuna aspasta gunasya me. Says that my qualities are not known to anybody. So kim ashrayo me stavayesh. He says, what is the basis of your glorification? You praise me, but on what basis do you praise me? It's a very good question. Usually someone praises you, you feel very happy. You don't ask that why do you praise me? Or do you really feel the way you are saying? Because there are also people who praise you because they want to get something from you. So he said that you should utilize this faculty you have for praising to praise the Lord. Esha yojatam. So use it to praise the Lord. He is the right person to be praised. Ma maya bhuvan, but not utilize this in me. Why? He says that suppose you say something about me and then I don't behave like that. Then what will happen? That your words will become false. And if your words will become false, then I will also be implicated in it. Because you are telling lies. You are a liar and I am the cause of that. So you become a liar and I also become implicated in those lies. So why do you want to do that? So this is very instructive, that because praise is very appealing. You are always looking for praise. And even if someone is praising falsely, then you feel very happy. Even we know that this guy is just telling it. Still it has some effect on the mind. It gives some sense of satisfaction. When you feel like, yes, at least somebody is recognizing my good nature. And these other rascals, they don't see how great I am. So he did not want that. He said, no, this is not true. It says, Tasmat paroksha smadupsrutani alankarishyatha stotram api chavachaha satyuttam sloka gunanuvade vibhuchutam nestavayanti sabhyaha. So he said that you have a very beautiful voice, apichya vacha. Vacha means speech and apichya means very beautiful. So you have very nice voice. And he says that later on, when I will manifest my qualities, means when I have done something, he says then you can sing songs, I will not stop you. He says, but don't do it now. He says that those, but then he gives a general principle. He says that those who are sabhya, who are gentle, who are learned, he says that they don't glorify any ordinary human being. When Lord, who is the object of everyone's praise, exists. So Lord is called Uttama Sloka or Pavitra Shloka. He has a good fame because he actually does deeds which are worthy of praise. So when Lord is there, who actually has power and qualities, then what need is there to glorify any other human? In other words, say that even when I will do something in future, there is no need to glorify me. Because whatever I have is coming from the Lord. Anyone who has anything in this world comes from Him. As Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Aham sarvasya prabhu, matta sarvam pravartate iti mattva bhavanti mandalam. I am the source of everything. So he actually deserves the real praise. So he said that Jugupsitam nastavayanti sabha. In fact, he says that no one else has anything to be praised. Just praise him. Mahad gunanatmani kartumi shayakastavate astopi tyasya bhavishyamiti vipralabdho janaha samkumate naveda. Says that even if someone has the ability to hold good qualities, then who is that intelligent person who will glorify someone just considering the possibility that he will have such qualities? And who will actually allow this? So he says that it is just like this, that you say, well, actually if this man would have practiced hard, he would have become a big athlete. And therefore let's praise him. He didn't practice, he did not become an athlete. But if he would have practiced, he would have become a great singer. So he says, this is what you are actually trying to tell me. So there is no point in that. लोके अधुना अस्पष्ट गुणस्य मे स्तवो अयं किमाश्रय स्यात् कं गुणो मे दृष्ट्वा स्फुर्णवे इत्यर्थः स्तवं विना स्थातुं न शक्नुमोति चेत् अमे मदभिन्नस्य कस्यचित् अयोग्यजनस्य एष क्रियमाणः स्तवो योग्यतां न तुमे. So he said, this is commentary by Sri Srimad, that why do you want to praise me when I have not done anything? If you say that you cannot stay without praising because this is their habit, they are habituated to glorify. So he says, don't do this to me, go somewhere else and praise some nonsense guy. This is what you like. But don't do this to me. Nanu kvatra te dosa tvam kim vivesi iti tatra na me dosa kintu yusmakam eva dos prasakti. So then they say, why are you so scared of me praising you? What is the defect if you do that? He says, no, I am not afraid that I have any defect in me. I am only worried about you, that you praise me, and suppose I don't act according to your praise, then you become the lawyer. You are telling lies, and you are the liars, and therefore I am afraid of you guys. Your speech in relationship to me should not turn out to be false. ननु भो गुण रत्ना करे भवतो निखला एवेते गुणा स्पष्टि भविष्यन्ति एवेति ज्ञात्वा एवस्तुमेति चेत् तत्र है तस्मात्. And they say that you are an ocean of good qualities, and you know that these qualities will become manifest in future, therefore you want to praise you. Then he says, Yasmad asmad guna bhavishyanti tasmad asmad upashrutani yasansi prati stotram alamatyartham karishyati. He says, when my good qualities will become manifest, then you can do it. Why do it now? Natu kurutha tada ke yusman nisetsati. He says, at that time, no one is going to stop you. Tadapi paroksha eva netu mat sakshat. But even then he says, don't do it in front of me. Praise me, not when I am there. This is also interesting that he doesn't want to hear his own glorification. He apicha vachaha manogya vak kausala bhigya. He says that you are very expert in making slokas to glorify. Nahi stavya sammukhe stutva hirepim vidyate. He says that it is not good to glorify somebody on his face, because you make him feel uncomfortable. Nanu kim kurma sabhyai prarita vayam adhana arabhyai tvam evastumeti chen mishaya du. So then he says, what can we do? The sages are telling us that we should start praising you now. So he says, then you are just going to tell lies. Uttam slokasya gunanuvaade sadaiva sarvthaiva stuvaniye sati jagupsitam arvachinam madvidam janam stavyanti sabhyatvam thavne tattva. Says when Lord is existing, who has all wonderful qualities, then it is improper to glorify somebody like me. So please don't do that. Nanu sat uttam sloka bhavaneva. And they say that, what are you talking about? Uttam sloka from God. You yourself are God. Mahato bhagavato gunanatmani swasmin kartum sirasekari kartum isa samarthopi kopi ko vigyatmanam stavite na kopi sata vartmananapi kim punaratman. He says that who is that intelligent person who would like to hear the glorification of even the qualities which are existing, not to speak of those which do not exist. Mandastu anisho api avartmananapi stavite. The significance is that less intelligent people who do not have the power, they like it that they are glorified, even when they don't have the quality in them. Sachak kumatir janavhasam na veda. So he says that people are not intelligent and they don't know that actually this type of glorification is just a criticism. It's like sarcasm. Kidrisate asyeti yadi ayam shastra shastra kalabhyasadikam akarishyat तदा वीरः पंडितो विदग्धो प्रिय भविष्यति इति क्रियाति प्रत्यावित्रलब्धं प्रचुर. So he says that this type of glorification, if he had practiced martial arts, he would have become a great hero. If he had practiced poetry, he would have been a great poet. If he had practiced musician, he would be a very good singer. So this is just a joke. So no intelligent person allows such glorification. So therefore he forbade them to do that. And there are just two more slokas in this chapter. प्रभवो हि आत्मानं स्तोत्रं जुगुप्सन्त्यपि विश्रुताः हीमन्त परमोदारा पौरुषं वा विगर्हितं वयं तु अविदिता लोके सूताद्यापि वरीमभि करं हि कथमात्मानं गापयिष्यामि बालवत्. So he says that those people who are, to say, modest and generous, then they do not like to hear about some act, improper act, if they have performed. In the same way, those people who are great and powerful, they consider their own glorification as criticism. O Sutas, we are not known for doing any good act yet. And there is nothing that I have done which you can glorify. So how is it that, like children, I allow you to glorify me? स्वस्तावका प्रभुवो न गेया यत् प्रभुवो इत्यादि वाशं देवार्थे विगलितं पौरुषं यथायं सति धर्मगुण से परम स्तोत्रम इत्यादि स्तोत्रम निम्नन्ति. So he said that just like if someone glorifies somebody, that this man is very strong in committing crime, so this is not a praise, criticism. So in the same way, those people who are modest, who are pious, they don't like to hear their own glorification. And especially in my case, there is nothing which I have done. So it is highly improper that I allow you to glorify me. So this is the end of this chapter. 15.
Practically speaking, when someone does pay you a compliment, or there's a repeated, flatterer, for example.
Repeated?
Like, someone who is doing this repeatedly. What is a suggested way to maybe stop that activity while still being polite?
Well, either you can tell politely or you can ask someone else to tell. He does not like it.
Normally when a person has the habit to flatter others, it's because he wants something from themselves. Is a good way to...
Well, of course, glorifying and the person is pleased. And if you want to get some favor from somebody, you can only get when the person is in good mood. So when you praise, and he feels happy, it's a good strategy. So Brahmanas are usually very good at this. You've seen some of these Brahminical people, the Pandit class of people, how expert they are in talking and making you feel good, and then when you are soft and they take advantage, they're very good at it. And they can put up a good show. They can smile, they can cry, they can laugh. They can enact very nicely. So when Bali Maharaj was performing the Yajna and Vaman Dev went, first he glorified. He said, "Oh, your dynasty is known to be very charitable. And such great people like Prahlad, dynasty. You are very famous for being generous." So once you say like this, and then you ask what heart he can have to say no. You already laid your ground nice. As he was saying that I don't want that your speech turns out to be false. So he said, I'm afraid of that. So he become afraid that this guy's speech will turn false if I don't give him now. So it's hard to get charity from somebody. Everybody cannot do that. You have to be Brahminical from this.
And about these marks that Brahma saw in the body. So there are symbols that everybody can see, or you have to have special knowledge?
Everybody can see.
Everybody can see.
They are visible.
They're visible. Like when Krishna was walking on the Braj over
That's how gopis could trace him,
there.
because he did not have shoes. His father could not afford shoes. So he was walking barefoot. So he could not hide and figure out where he has gone.